Hi, friends. Welcome to Enlightened World Network. We're here to celebrate Winter Solstice. I'm here with Lisa Jo Davis. We're so pleased to be here with you. Let's just take a minute and talk about the Winter Solstice. We know that here in the Northern Hemisphere, the winter solstice is the day of the year with the longest night and the least sunlight. I myself really dislike long nights. And I used to think that January and February just took forever. And then I realized that really, no, starting December 21, every day got a little bit longer. And when I started really looking at the times that the sunsets happened, and I saw, oh, it's being pushed back minute by minute through the days, it actually helped my mental health around the darkness. So that was a bonus for me.
Well, that's definitely something to look forward to then, and it may be something that someone hasn't thought about. So I love the fact that you shared that, with us, that with each passing day, there's more light that is going to be coming towards us. The darkness tends to, fade away after a while. So that is something to look forward to, and I think it's a great idea to be able to share that with, because someone may not have thought about that type of perspective, because it is a different perspective to look at it that way. I do feel, though, that it's also a time that we can use to reflect on our achievements and our victories that we had, that for this year. It's, sometimes we have these victories and we have these happy moments and these achievements, and we celebrate them at those times. But at the end of the year, especially right now when we can actually reflect and look back on it, it gives us a chance to say, wow, I've really come a long ways, considering, that was January, we're in December, and look how far I've come.
So, Lisa Jo, did you have a special event you wanted to share with us today for the solstice?
I do. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about reflection, rejuvenation, and resting. And then at the end, I would like to do a couple of galactic activations, to help you propel into the new year, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
So we were talking about reflecting and taking that opportunity to embrace your achievements and your victories. And it's just important to celebrate that. If you have a big um, health a health achievement that you have, that's always something to be happy and excited about. And I would like for you to take that and put into your file box. During the next year, there's times when we can kind of get depressed or life seems to be too overwhelming. You can, in your mind, go through that little filing box and go, I remember this time I had a really good health recovery and I'm no longer in a cast, and look how far I've grown and what I've learned about myself along the way. And being able to be proud of yourself when those moments happen. There's nothing wrong with being really happy that you achieved something and that you've had little milestones, because it allows you to see that you're progressing. As far as rejuvenation goes, I would like you to take this opportunity to release the unsettling times of discomfort, personal issues, and even your regrets. And you may be asking, well, how do I do this, Lisa? Well, what you can do is you can take little bits of pieces of paper and just kind of do slice them down or make them, cut them across this way and write things down that you would basically want to let go. Things that, no longer are serving you, and it's no longer good to kind of mull over these disappointments, rejects, personal issues that you may have from the past. And what you do is you take these small pieces of paper and you would write down what it is that you're letting go. And then you would toss them in a fire. It could be your fireplace, it could be a bonfire, it could be a fireproof container that you burn each of these little, pieces of paper. And they are segments of your life. It doesn't define your life forever. It's just part of the growth that you have been through. And there's times when you wonder why bad things might happen to you or why are these things happening to you. It's to give you those opportunities to grow, to see what you don't like, to see what you would like to have more come into your life. um, Sometimes there are self-imposed things that we do to ourselves, and this is a good time to write those things down. Maybe you're trying to stop smoking. Maybe you want to maybe get rid of being non-active where you're not exercising or you're procrastinating. So these are little things that you could write down. And when you throw it in the fire, just imagine what it would feel like to release that, to let it go up into the light. It's just a way of letting go of the darkness and transforming these experiences from the darkness into the light. The other thing would be as far as rest goes. You may feel like you need to rest, and I would ask that you would honor your body and allow yourself to have a day of rest. If you feel like you need a couple of days, and if you don't have the time to actually take out to rest, you might take the time and start off with 5 minutes and just being quiet with yourself, being in tuned with your body, checking in with your body. How is it feeling? Is there any concerns that I'm avoiding? Maybe you're having a stomach ache and you're avoiding it, and maybe you just need to go forward and seek additional help for that. So you really need to take that time to connect with your body to see where it's at, how is it feeling, what is it that I need to do to get it back on key, because your body is your temple, and it really matters on how you treat it, the words that you keep in your mind. You've heard the saying, be careful what you speak. You might want to bite your tongue. I read an article about your words have so much meaning, and you should be careful about what you say to other people. And I was like, oh, I can do that. It took a little while to master that down, because I'm kind of like, could be a hothead in my youth. But as I got older, I became more patient and more understanding of other people's circumstances. So doing that was easy for me, but in my mind, it would go rampant. That person, I can't believe they did that to me. But then my mouth would speak other words. They would be really friendly. And so there was a discord amongst what I was speaking, what was in my heart, and what was in my mind. So it did take quite a bit of training to not think of mean things in my mind when I really wanted to be, out there and be kind to everybody, but yet, I was irritated in my mind. And so it does take practice, but your mind is as powerful as the words that you speak. So if you're saying one thing through your mouth and you're saying something else through your mind, it's not going to make you feel good. You're just going to still feel torn. You're not going to move forward. And by aligning your heart with your words that you speak and the words in your mind brings a sense of peace. I'm not saying that it's going to last forever. I mean, but to be conscious of it and correcting yourself during these times. I mean, you can even be hateful to yourself. You may be kind to everybody else, but you say, hurtful things to yourself in your mind, like, oh, that was such a stupid thing I did. And so you need to stop at that point and correct yourself. And instead of saying that was stupid, because eventually you're going to think you're stupid, that was a silly thing that I did. And so everybody does silly things and no one thinks anything of it. But it's changing the words that you speak to yourself and words that you speak out loud. So some of the things that you can do to also feel rested is to take a bath with sea salt and to add a few drops of your favorite essential oils and just take time. Imagine a doorway that's opening to your path, and just kind of take that time to honor yourself as we go into the new year and you've released things and it's just time to move forward. What I would like to do is assist you with a couple of galactic activations that will kind of help you through the next few weeks as we go into the new year. So if you'd like to take a moment and find a comfortable spot, just as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. I would like you to imagine your grounding cord going deep into the earth, down into the center of the earth. You're going to feel love and compassion. And allow that energy to come up back through your grounding cord as you leave it there. Up through your feet. Up through your root chakra. Into your sacral chakra. Up into your solar plexus. Up into your heart. I'd like you to place your hand on your heart as you take a deep breath in of light. And this light can be any color that appears to you. It may be pink, it may be white, maybe green or gold. Whatever color comes to you that you feel drawn to, go ahead and breathe that light into your heart. Good. Now we're going to go up to your higher heart, bringing that energy up a little bit higher into your throat chakra. Up into your third eye or your brow chakra. And up into your crown chakra. And we ask that the Galactic Council send the activation of reflection with open eyes and grace. Now, thank you. I'm just going to let that energy flow through you. You may feel it coming down through your crown chakra. You may feel it come on either side. There's no wrong way of it coming to you. And each of the activations will feel slightly different. You may feel tingles or warmth. And just allow it to process through your body. And we'll give that a moment to happen. And we would like to send in the Galactic Counsel activation of rejuvenation with steady, healthy energies aligned to your own body. Now, thank you. And that one's a very strong one coming through. If you're belching or yawning, that's perfectly fine. It just means that you are receiving these energies that are coming through. Breathing normally. Very good. And that one is a more of a calming type of energy coming through. And I would also like to send this last activation, and that is the galactic activation of rest with stillness of night into the light from where we came. And it's just a reminder that you came from light. Your source is light. Your body is light. So we are trying to allow the rest so that you can connect with your light being that you are. And if you feel like the energy is stuck anywhere, just go ahead and move your body around, raise your arms up and allow that energy to move through you, breaking down the barriers that are there, releasing what is no longer serving your highest purpose. Just breathe normally. And these activations will run for the next 3 days. So you may feel a wave of energy coming in and kind of like this, you may feel an energy coming in and it kind of dies down or dissipates, and then it comes back and it dissipates. And some of it will be really stronger. These energies will be a lot stronger for some people, as it may not be as strong to other people. It depends on what your concerns are, what's needed in your body at this time. Would also like to remind you to stay hydrated. This allows the energies to process through you easier. Some people have a sense of more energy. Some people tend to want to take a nap. There's no wrong way. You just want to make sure that you honor your body and listen to it. So take a moment and thank the Galactic Council for their assistance today. And I would like you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. And we're going to bring you into your awareness of your body as you breathe out, taking that intention to bring up your grounding cord out of Mother Earth, back up into your root chakra. And as you take your next breath and you release, begin moving your fingers and your toes. And on your next breath in, and as you release, You may open your eyes, adjusting to the light around you. And if you happen to be lying down, you want to get up slowly. Good. You guys did such a good job. Please let me know how you feel after this. I may not see your comments right now, but I will definitely get back and make a comment when you do. So I want to thank you for doing this for yourself. Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, Lisa Jo. That was amazing. The Galactic Activation of Reflection, Rejuvenation, and the Galactic Activation of Rest with Stillness into the light of our being. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. It really is.
Just an aside, the one that I felt the most was the activation of reflection. For some reason, it was almost like like I went fuzzy. Yeah, it was a very cool experience. Thank you.
Well, we all have things to reflect on. Sometimes we want to share those reflections and sometimes we don't. But as long as you feel it within, I think, you know, even during this process, if nothing came up, it will come up over the next few days. Your mind will have a lot of things to be grateful for, because as you know, when we're more grateful for even the little things that we have, water to drink, clean water to drink, or shelter, or food on our table, it's more things will open up for you to be grateful for. So it is an important process to have reflection, not just once a year, but probably more often, I do believe.
Excellent. Lisa Jo, thank you so much for celebrating the winter solstice with us today. I appreciate you greatly. If somebody wants to know how to work with you individually, and friends, I can tell you it's worth your time. I have had that opportunity to work one-on-one with Lisa Jo, and it was life-changing. So please check her out. Lisa Jo, how do they find you?
I do have a website, lisajodavis.com. If you're on Facebook, you can find me at Healing Light with Lisa Jo. And I also have two groups, hosting the Archangels and Your Enhanced Soul. So either of those, you can connect with me and send me a message, and I can, gladly, I would contact you back.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Friends, take good care and continue on with us today as we celebrate the winter solstice several times through the day. Take good care and God bless. Bye now.